You know what your nun set looks like to me?
What is my nun sack?
It makes me feel like you're supposed to be like a nun nurse. Like that you're like in the war and you not only are the nurse, but you're the nun. You're almost like a kiss of death. Like, oh, well, you might go to heaven. God, welcome back to season 2, y'all.
To season 2.
Season 2.
We have a new look.
Probably wondering why we actually did convert.
We actually did.
We became nuns. You can all now refer to me as Sister Kristina.
Sister Kristina and Sister Callie.
I told my mom to call me Sister Kristina, and she told me no because she thought she was going to go to hell.
Nuns on the run. No. So listen, when I was looking
Nuns on the run is right. I feel like my things are like slipping away.
It doesn't. I see.
It was.
It's good though, but you're good. You're good.
Slipping away.
Little Sister Catherine over here.
Sister Catherine.
It's close to that. I think from Sister Act or something she was. I don't remember, but when I was looking at nun costumes, first of all, I am going to be blamed for this sacrilegious stuff, okay? They're going to say, Callie and her weird shit, but I gave Kristina, okay, I'm just letting you all know, I gave Kristina at least 8, I would say 10 options. Did I not?
No, you gave me options. This is the whole thing. We're talking about
but I knew the nuns. Could you know, out of everything, the only one who had the exclamation point after it was nuns? Because I knew. Like, as soon as I thought nuns, I was like, that's it.
This is the whole thing. We're talking about this like 4 days ago, okay?
Yeah, literally.
4 days ago, should we dress up? Should we not dress up? I was like, we should dress up. But like, it's 4 days. I had to work. When was that? I needed something that was going to be simple. Let me tell you guys. You need a quick, cheap costume.
She found it.
$12. $12 to be a nun. 12.
Oh, and you don't even have your rosary with you.
Oh my God, I don't even have my rosary. It came with this really nice like black onyx rosary.
It did.
It was like, I think if I just go to the church and get it blessed, it's like, it is nicer than some of the ones I've ever bought.
Yeah, it was nice actually for a costume. I thought that too.
Yeah, the only thing that I didn't love that came into it was these like, there were these like knee-high socks, and they had a cross on it. It looked more like a sword.
I thought the same thing when I saw them online. They were white, right?
Yeah.
And then they had.
Well, I had black ones.
Oh, the black.
But I did see the white ones.
But the contrast was black or white, and then it looked like more of a sword or a nail.
Yeah, it looked like a sword.
I thought a sword too.
And like when I put them on, like it was giving sacrilege. Like,
yeah.
Here, I feel like I just look like a cute nun.
Same.
Like, well, I'm telling you, I'm straight up, if you are allowed to be a nun and wear makeup, like modest makeup, like my makeup's modest. Modest makeup and like a cute, like this dress got shorts underneath, all right? Like this is real modest. If I could wear this, the convent would have got me.
Same.
The church would have gotten me. I would have been like, I'm the cutest little nun there is.
Same. I would be taking all the selfies though in all the spots. Like all the stained windows.
I'm telling you.
Is that sacrilege? It probably is.
Just wait until the photo shoot we take later. It's going to be real sacrilege.
But listen, I'm going to tell you though. I did see some things that made me uncomfortable a little bit. Like,
oh yeah.
When I saw like nun stuff with like upside, and you know, I'm pretty on that side of life, like with whatever, I'm pretty liberal as far as like, do what you want to do. Like, right. Okay, I get a good funny joke. But I actually felt, maybe because I've been more spiritual the last half a year or so, I would see like the upside down bloody cross.
Yeah, I was not like, dealing with that. No.
Like on the, I call it a bib. It's not a bib, it's a collar, I guess, of some sorts. But on the bib,
like a bib.
It does look like a bib. That's what she was saying earlier. We were like, oh, this was the all-purpose costume. You said you could be the nun. You could be a pilgrim.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could be a pilgrim. You could be a judge. If you have your graduation cap and gown, you take the gown, you put this over it. You are Judge fucking Judy.
You can be a judge. You could be a baby.
Yeah, if you want to be into some weird shit, you could be a baby.
It's a baby bib.
Like $12, people.
And mine was only like 18 something.
Yeah, still same, under $20. You can easily come up with and like you don't have to like everyone's like, oh, you can't be a sexy nun. You're right. I don't need to be a sexy nun. I could be a cute.
We're just cute nuns.
Look how cute I look. Like
we do
I
look
feel
cute.
like I like it way too much. Like I think
I kind of do too.
But I was FaceTiming with Jordan. And so I know we've been gone all summer, still with Jordan, things still going great.
Yeah, we'll get to what happened.
I put on the rosary the way that the girl had it on the online. And like I was raised Catholic. You don't wear rosaries. It's not right.
Right.
I had that, and me and Jordan at the same time were like, we gotta lose the rosary. I was like, I'm not wearing that.
You didn't want to wear it.
No, because it's not right. That's not what it's for. Like unless you're using it, like. If you're in church and you have it around your neck and you're doing the things, like when you're doing the rosary, that's one thing. But you're not supposed to wear a rosary. Like
but it's not a blessed rosary. It's
no, I know, but it also didn't, like, it was just like,
It didn't feel right for you.
Right, no. I was like, you're not supposed to wear this.
I think they look really cute on, like, when people wear them, I think they're cute.
Yeah, no, I like the one that you got on. I think
it's
like,
baby. I have a little baby.
That one is, like, really nice.
But it's jewelry, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. I've been really sick, actually.
That's not good.
Yeah, I've been going to Tennessee. I've been back and forth to Tennessee, like, 4 or 5 times in the last few months.
Mm-hmm.
So, I brought a cold back this time. And I thought I got rid of it in, like, 48 hours.
A cold back.
Yeah, it was a nice gift. I thought I got rid of it in, like, 48 hours, and I was feeling better. And then I started feeling, like, bad again. Like, just tired and, like, I'm real nasally. You hear that?
Nasally.
Do you know, this is our Halloween edition. It may not be Halloween today, but we're putting this up on Halloween. So happy Halloween too, by the way.
Yeah, so technically it is Halloween today.
So technically,
happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Happy Halloween. It's our Halloween.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't say that. I'm a nun. I'm sorry. I'm Sister Kristina. I said nothing.
She said nothing.
I said nothing?
I know. Do you know what? Thanks to Barry, Barry actually helped me pick out all the stuff for as far as like the decorations for the Halloween thing.
It looks amazing.
Barry actually helped me pick it all out. Barry's the one that saw this, was like, oh, you gotta put this in the center of the table. And then Barry's actually saw the roses. He's like, oh, they gotta go on the table. Like,
I like the roses.
I was kind of shocked he went with, like he figured that out. And then I sent him because I needed one more thing for the shelving. Because so we put this together this week. Okay, so when we decided to take a break, I was like, okay, that was probably early June, right? I think is when that happened. Because it was after my birthday.
After your birthday, but it was like right at the beginning of summer, and summer was starting to get really hectic for the both of us.
And you went on vacation right around then, and you were gone, and I had Michael on. And I did get Michael did we ever post the one with Michael? I know the one with you and me and Michael we didn't post.
We never posted the last episode that we recorded.
And
I don't think we even addressed it.
No, we didn't. And I'm going to in a second. But did we ever post me with Michael?
No.
We didn't post that one either.
No.
So I think we had, because Kristina was traveling for a hot minute.
I was away for several weeks.
I invited our friend Michael to co-host with me, or just to have him on and talk about his podcast.
Wait a second, you did post it.
I did post the one.
You did post
because
it.
you said, okay, so we did post that one.
Because I watched it.
Okay, so we did post that one. So I think that one might even be the last one, or did we do one more when you came back?
I think we did one more when I came back.
And
then we were recording the one that was with the three of us, and that one never made it.
Okay, so we didn't mean to just drop it where we dropped it. What had happened was we had invited Michael back and for us to do the podcast with Michael. And we did it, and it was a great podcast.
It was a great episode. We had a lot of fun. It was one of the better ones. the audio really failed us.
Like bad. Like it was so embarrassing, and I reached out and apologized to Michael, obviously. And I did try to salvage it, okay? I asked Kristina. I asked Kristina and Michael both. I would give them clips and like, do you want me to try to salvage it? But it was a long one because it was 3 of us. We talked about some really cool things in that.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is some of the things we talked about in that have actually manifested. Like the Blue Anchor, for example.
Yes.
We had talked about that, and it kind of manifested. So it's kind of weird how that happened. I mean, not really. That's my life. But the audio, guys, was so bad. And in me trying to salvage that audio for that podcast, for that episode, I keep wanting to call it podcast, for that episode, I realized how bad the audio had been the entire time. Because I didn't understand the audio aspect of it. I was allowing somebody else to handle that, and so therefore it was just putting me in a situation, and I didn't want to put that on somebody else, and I just said fuck it, to be honest. I just said fuck it. I need to learn how to do the audio aspect myself. I need to learn how to fix all this myself. And we talked about this. I don't think we openly talked about this before the podcast with Michael.
No.
The episode with Michael. But we had talked about going remote anyhow.
Yeah.
You know, Michael had said, "Oh, that'd be really cool if we did that. If you all did
yes.
that." And so we had that idea anyhow. So we would need to know how to set these stands up, how to plug in, how to do everything ourselves. So at that point, I was so upset with that episode, and then so embarrassed, just keeping it 100, that I wanted to understand why the audio was coming out the way it was. Because if you would go back and listen to old ones, you didn't hear us. You would hear me on one side
and me on the other,
and it just didn't sound right when I went back and listened. Because here's the thing, I would listen to it on my computer, or I would listen to it even when I was editing. I didn't wear headphones. Maybe if I would have worn headphones when I edited,
maybe that might have given you a different look, but
it would have I would have heard it, because that's where I noticed it. Because when I went to edit for Michael, because you have to listen, because he was so quiet, because his microphone didn't pick up the entire time.
Yeah, that was that was real. Like, I was willing to release it. Like, I was like, no, I think we're being too hard on ourselves. But when you start listening to it back, you can hear Callie and I no problem. You can't hear Michael. And Michael was our guest, and he had a lot of really great things to say, and it was just very disappointing, and it just ended up, the more we tried to salvage it, the worse it was getting. And so it just kind of fell off. We didn't mean to just disappear, but life really took a weird toll for the summer for both of us. Just got very busy and very hectic, and it just really is only starting to slow down now.
And obviously, in hindsight, that should be addressed ahead of time. And these are learning things that we're learning so much. And I wanted to do the set a little better, and I just wanted it to be better. I just wanted it to be, I wanted it to be better, but also I wanted it to be the right time. Like you said, so many things have happened. I've spent most of my time not even in South Florida. Same with you. I mean, besides you having to work in between, you've been gone a whole lot too.
I've been gone all summer.
And we do know that if we're going to do this as a thing, that scheduling, that's where you schedule the season. You know, you take a month, 6 weeks off in between, and we now know that. We just didn't really know. It was just like, and to be honest, for a minute, I was just like, should we even do this? You know, should we even do this? Because in my brain, I was like, it's just so hard to do it all, because I don't think people truly understand how much goes into it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I'm one of those people. I did not know how much went into it, how much it was going to take up the thought process. Coming in today and seeing the set and seeing what it was, what came up fruition of it, I started to cry.
Yeah, she had no clue. I didn't tell her I was doing it. I did say that months ago, right? Like months ago, I was like, well, we'll redo the set, and then
I knew I was coming into something different.
You figured something?
Yeah, I figured that, like, you were so unhappy with how certain things were. I was like, I don't know what I'm coming into, but I think she has a plan, and we're going to see. And so when I turned the corner and finally realized that everything that was here, I was just blown away.
And you know what's funny is, okay, so I've been going on TikTok Live a lot, right?
Oh, yeah.
And
every time I go on TikTok, I'm like, I wish I had time.
Part of it is I've been building this with TikTok. Like, they've been watching me build it. So, but they were saying, like, Melanie, she's like, she watches us. I think she follows you now, too, Melanie. But she was like, yeah, don't show in case she pops in. And we were looking at it, and I swear I watched you pop in. Like, we literally left this room, went the other, and I seen you pop in. And I was like, thank God she didn't see it, because we were waiting. I wanted to surprise you.
I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it.
I spent this whole entire week, like, between working on this and doing, like, work, and so I was like, just cross my fingers, and I think it looks great. I mean, maybe a little narcissist, but
no, I think it looks really good. I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, so I think it'll be good. Now, on YouTube, I have privated all of the previous, mostly because of the sound, to be honest with you. I was very unhappy with the sound. As far as a green screen and that's no big deal. We got compliments on how well the set looked before.
Yeah.
We really did. So that sound really bothers me. I'll keep it on Buzzsprout for a minute, and maybe we'll release it later. What do we call it on the Parathon? What's it called from the very beginning? What do we call it, the Parthenon?
Oh, we called it the Parthenon. But why is it called Patreon?
Oh, how did I get the Parthenon this time and you got the Patreon?
I don't know.
We changed it around.
Yeah. So what you been up to?
Well,
no, that for real. Like, I haven't seen her in a hot minute.
We haven't seen each other since, I would say, probably July.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Because we were supposed to go see Kesha together.
So, yeah, we were going to go see Kesha together. We did go and see somebody right before that.
Yeah, in July.
That's the last time I saw you.
In July, we went and saw The Offspring and New Found Glory.
I totally forgot I saw The Offspring this year. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, we went and saw The Offspring, New Found Glory.
I totally forgot I went to see the fucking Offspring. That's crazy for me.
Who was the other band that was with them?
Jimmy Eat World. I was going to say they're from Springs.
Yeah, Jimmy Eat World.
Jimmy Eat World. They were good, too. Jimmy Eat World was really good.
Jimmy Eat World was good. New Found Glory is the one that's from Coral Springs.
But is it Jimmy, too?
I think they're from Florida.
Okay, they're both from Florida.
I think so.
That's what it is. Okay. The Offspring were okay. Like, if you've ever seen The Offspring, like, really seen The Offspring,
The Offspring
is a great show.
Yeah, The Offspring is a great show. I think that was just us having the first show. The tech guys were not right.
I also think
the sound was off. The audio, it was the audio
again
theme,
and it reminded and it reminded me. And the audio is really the most.
It's really important because, like, I've seen them twice, and seeing them in Jones Beach, that was one of the best shows I've ever been to. But seeing them at the Hard Rock has very good audio. People, they are very good at capturing a moment. It was very disappointing to see the Offspring in that setting. I was hoping for more. I've seen lots of shows on the lawn, so it wasn't us being on the lawn.
I mean, that plays into it a little bit because the acoustics are better in, like, at the Hard Rock. Like, it's indoors, isn't it? The Hard Rock?
Yeah, the Hard Rock's indoors.
So when it's indoors, you're going to get better sound. It just is.
No, for sure. But I've seen enough. Like, so you didn't go to Kesha, but Kesha was one of the best concerts of my summer.
I'm so upset I didn't get to go. I was so pumped for that. But
Cal, I was so upset that you couldn't go. I'm really happy that, like, Karen came with us and my friend Tyler, and I think we had a great time. But I was so bummed because, like, you would have had so much fun at the Scissor Sisters.
Yeah, and I love the Scissor.
You would have had so much fun.
And you know, when we talked about going to see Kesha, I didn't know the Scissor Sisters were going to be there.
And, like, you knew them. I didn't know who they were. And I was like,
great.
They're so fun. Kesha, Queen, so proud. Proud of that girl.
I love Kesha.
No, like, someone had told me, like, 2 weeks before that, like, they saw her 10 years ago, and it was one of the worst concerts they've ever been to. My friend Brianna, she goes and sees Kesha. She's seen Kesha before. She goes to concerts all the time. She's like, no, she's so good. You need to go. It was one of the best concerts I have been to. She was so, like, I mean, it was like seeing Lady Gaga. Like, it was, like, she is such a theater kid.
It's about
she
that.
Is such
it's a performance.
It was a performance. It was amazing. And, like, you can just see, like, she's free. She's not under Dr. Luke anymore. She has her own record label. And she's just doing whatever the fuck she wants to
energy.
do.
It's the energy you feel.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. Like, she was, and I mean, like, her voice is so good. Like, it was just amazing. She was awesome.
I'm so jealous. My dad got really sick. I mean, my dad's been sick for a while, but my dad got real sick. Though that's not actually, I had planned on going to Tennessee in August anyhow. I've been traveling through the summer. I've just been traveling through the summer a lot, and so I decided to go to. I knew I was going to go to Tennessee in August anyhow because I was supposed to go for an event there.
Mm-hmm.
But in my brain, like, I just felt like I knew that when I was going to be there, because it would be like an hour and a half to 2 hours away from my daddy, that I couldn't ask the person I was going with, because I was going with somebody on their trip. They had invited me on their trip. And I knew that with all the events that were going on for the Jeep invasion, that I wouldn't be able to go see my dad besides, because we were going to drive up together, besides him taking me to see my dad one day, or my nieces bringing my dad to me. So I felt just weird because I hadn't seen my dad in a few months. So something told me, discernment told me, maybe because I'm a sister now and I've transformed.
Now we're sisters. We are transformed.
So maybe the discernment
through Jesus Christ,
our Lord and Savior.
I don't know, not to like cut you off, because obviously
we do that. It's okay.
I know, but I love your dad. And I'm so glad that he's still with us and that he's still kicking strong, because he's the strongest man ever.
He truly is.
He truly is. The last 4 to 6 weeks, I've talked about this with a few of my spiritual people and some clients. There has been a shift. There's been a shift with Jesus Christ. Even to the point that spiritual people are no, Jesus is now in I really think that there was some sort of shift where people are starting to see Jesus Christ the way that I feel pagans see Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a really big shift. It's been wild. I will say, even besides being a nun, even for me, even me being a nun, the last 2 months, my relationship with Jesus has, and I'm sure every time I say to anyone I know that I have a relationship with Jesus Christ, they are shocked. Shocked. People are like, I didn't know you believed in God. And I was like, I believe in all of them.
Yeah.
I was I believe in all the gods, all the goddesses. You just, girl. But even my relationship in the last 2 months has shifted with Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So it is ironic. Maybe that's why I want to be a nun.
Maybe.
I feel so comfortable in this outfit.
Me too. But this is cosplay for me.
Yeah, but you look great.
Thanks so much.
If nuns were allowed to dress,
are you kidding me?
How we're dressed?
They couldn't, because we would be.
There would be so many nuns.
True. There probably would be.
There would be no shortages of nuns.
There would be no shortages of nuns, but also, I see, I could not be part of that either, because there's always hater bitches, and they would hate on me because I would look like this, and they would be wanting to wear the long stuff, and that's on you. You can wear whatever you want and feel comfortable.
Why does there have to be can we have different versions of the outfit?
And if you like it to be long and
look at what I'm wearing. I got tights on. Okay, you can't even see my legs. My aunt told me that my legs were too pale, so I had to wear tights. But look at this. Tights with the dress, and there's shorts underneath my dress, and this is covering my tatas. You don't see nothing. Look at this, conservative.
That is a conservative. There's definitely there. Yeah, you're a conservative.
Sister Kristina,
for sure, 100%.
So many people might be mad at me right now. You have no
idea. That you did say that you're oh my God, I'm always going to be a nun, but then.
Everybody, not even just my family, but everyone's I don't know if we should be a nun.
That's so funny, and I look at things so different. Just like with me with the board. By the way, how is your coffee from Barista at Cali?
Okay.
How is your Calicino?
My Calicino is divine. Also, the cupware that it comes in.
As Bethany Frankel would say, Devoon. By the way,
Devoon.
I literally messaged.
Devoon.
I literally said underneath one of her posts, like,
I know.
Can I please hang out with you? Can I please be your protege? Can I please?
I love her.
We
so
both
much.
live in South Florida.
Yeah. My aunt just bought me her book about
she lives in Boca, so I know some of the places she goes to. I feel like, can I just but that would be weird. But she is.
Don't worry. If we're supposed to meet her, we'll meet her organically.
100%.
I fully believe that. No, Callie made me this amazing coffee. You guys have no idea. There was so many ingredients. She might as well be Starbucks. Like she was she was a barista.
I was baristaing it up for sure.
Yeah, no, it was amazing.
I did think that was another costume that I was going to suggest was us to be baristas because it was easy.
That is easy. Barista. So let's go back to the easy costume since it is Halloween.
It is Halloween.
It is Halloween. So because like Jordan and I think we actually did just figure out what we're going to be for. We have a Halloween party on Halloween this year since it's on Friday. Okay. We're going to go as Hercules and Meg.
Okay.
Tell me that I have the right hair color.
Okay.
He looks like he could be Hercules with his hair.
Okay.
I'm really excited. That's probably not going to be a cheap costume, but
probably not.
No, I'm going to buy the I'm going to buy the Megara costume.
Okay.
Like I'm going to go.
Just buy the whole thing.
Yeah.
You might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you do the costumes, like I've paid a lot for some costumes, some crazy.
It just depends on like so I haven't done crazy Halloween stuff in a couple years. Like we went to Rocky Horror like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Last Halloween, I did not have time to do a whole lot. Like, and it's been years since I went on a Halloween trip. I used to do one every year. This year, I just went to Fright Nights on Thursday. That was so freaking adorable. It was cute.
Yeah.
They had a Salem Witch Trials area. I felt at home.
Okay.
That's another thing. While we're talking about witches, people dress up as witches for Halloween.
Yeah.
Every year. That's my religion.
Yeah. So
I can be a nun.
You can, and that's something else too. If work says you can't be a religion and somebody dresses up as a witch, clock it.
Clock it.
Clock it. Clock it.
We just taught my aunt what clock it means. They do it on Dancing with the Stars. It's just like, what is clock it? And we're like, clock it. Clock it. You gotta stay. It's like, you know what I really can't stand though? 6-7. Like no, like 1738 was way better.
Yeah, 6-7 is.
It's what the fuck is that? 6-7, like bitch.
It's just.
I know, it's just.
They said it was like somebody explained it to me. It was like somebody was saying like, basically like basically when someone had asked them a question, they were like, like 6-7, like that, and it just became a thing. And so now when you see 6-7, they're like 6-7. It's like,
and I'm like, the fuck?
Like, what does that mean? They don't even know what it means.
I know.
They have no. It doesn't have a meaning. Like, okay, that's cool as fuck.
Like, clock it makes sense.
Clock it. That's so cute, though, isn't it? I love it. I love that I'm in my 40s still keeping up with the times.
Well, it's like skippity toilet.
Skippity toilet?
Skippity toilet.
I've never heard of a skippity toilet.
Skippity toilet.
Skibbity.
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 SKIBI. No.
BB.
BB. No. SKIBIDI.
Skibbity.
Skibbity toilet.
What is a skibbity toilet?
So, from my understanding...
Is this new?
No. This is old. This is like... So, when I went to Disney in January...
Okay.
I got drunk and started yelling skibbity toilet, and it was really funny.
You had no clue where you got it from?
No. It's what the kids say.
Oh.
I don't know what it means, though. So, like, when I looked it up online, it shows it's like this YouTube video of this thing in a toilet, and I don't
So, the kids say it now?
Yeah, they say... It's old. Like, it's been around for, like, probably a couple years.
But they brought it back?
No, I just keep it alive. I was drunk in Disney yelling skibbity toilet, and these young kids were looking at me weird.
Because they want to know what the fuck it means? What does it mean?
Well, no, I think they were like, why is some old person saying skibbity toilet?
Oh, because they knew what skibbity toilet was, and they're like, why is this old person saying it? They don't realize it's old.
Yeah.
So, what does it mean?
That's what I said. It's some YouTube video of a thing in a toilet, but I don't know, like... what.
But it's like 6-7.
I don't know why people say it. I just say it.
Right. Like, we might say... Sana-sana. What is some of the song mean?
I still say things are lit. Like people, that's
I say
so
shit's
old.
lit. It is too.
Shit's lit.
Or wait, if you ever lived up north on the Cape, everything was wicked. Everything was wicked.
It's wicked cool. Yeah,
Wicked
in Boston.
Cool. Yeah, up in Boston. I have a friend. I have my friend April. She lives there. She
Wicked
still says
cool.
everything is wicked. Like the way she says it.
I also like the word gnarly. That one's old.
Yeah, I like that one too. Speaking of wicked, we got Kristina to finally.
Oh yeah,
watch
over the summer
Wicked.
I watched it.
We finally got her to watch it.
It was fine. I gave it like what did I give it? A 7.5.
Yeah, I think it was 7.5.
7.5 out of 10. If you want my opinions on the life of a showgirl, I gave it a 5 out of 10.
What was that one?
That's Taylor Swift's new album.
Nobody cares.
Somebody cares.
Fuck her. Nobody cares.
Her.
I hate
She's
her.
getting fucked.
Yeah, I get. Apparently,
she's got dickmatized.
That's what she's. Okay, let me explain something to you because this is. Let me tell you something. Any girl that needs to talk about her, I have to. Well, I'm gonna say it. Anyhow, you know how I talk in the real world, so you know what I'm gonna say. Any girl that's gonna talk about her guy's wiener, he has a small wiener.
Clock it.
That's true.
I don't think so.
Yeah, huh?
I don't think he does.
He looks like he has a small wiener.
Before he was dating Taylor Swift, I was like really obsessed with him, and I used to look for his gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
I don't think it's small.
Yeah.
I don't. I think that you want it to be small, but I don't think it is.
Okay.
I don't think it is. I gotta be for real.
Okay.
I will say with the New Heights podcast, I really enjoy that they've started to like go further on doing more than just football players. They had Leonardo DiCaprio on there and Benicio del Toro. Is that his name? And they've had first of all they had Deion Sanders. You know damn well I was not watching that fucking episode.
Oh, I love Deion Sanders.
No, I don't even care that he went to FSU.
I love Deion.
Fuck it.
I love Deion.
I find him obnoxious. And I hope that Dylan Gabriel keeps playing for them because I don't want Shador to get no time.
That's how winners are.
Ooh, why am I being alerted? What is happening? Someone just texted me.
Oh my goodness.
I'll message this lady later. I'll send her a little bit.
Okay.
I got a message on Etsy.
Are you still doing Etsy?
So I haven't been active, but I've been getting mad orders the last 2 months.
Really?
Yeah. And it's been really good. I sold like that big Tree of Life, like my most expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It sold like 3 weeks ago.
Holy shit. That's
Yeah,
good.
no, my Etsy's just been for whatever reason started to pop off, and so
especially with you already like the stuff you already have.
Yeah,
like, you don't
yeah. This lady, she bought a mushroom necklace from me, and she just wanted to know if she can get a 16-inch chain, which I could easily do. That I could just send that in an envelope.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Easy peasy. Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been good.
We love some extra coin that you don't expect. That's always good.
That's really what it's been. It's just been like a little bit extra that you just weren't expecting, and don't die.
I'm trying not to over here. I have like crazy drainage. It's crazy for this. I don't know. I don't know if it's like just getting older. I don't know if it's being sick. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I
will say my foot is starting to fall asleep.
Somebody told me this week. Some boy said to me this week. He said, "Callie, I have something to ask you."
Modest.
So modest.
So modest.
I have something to ask you, but I don't want to offend you. Don't be offended. There's something like that. Like,
don't be offended.
Hey, can I ask you something? But don't be offended. It was something like that.
Because you can control that.
And I'm like, I said, well, not much offends me. Like, truly not much. I mean, it whatever. Especially by somebody I don't really know, right? He said, told me how hot I was, of course. But that's to preface you with, but what's up with the bags under your eyes? That's what he said to me. I said, well, and that I actually went in the bathroom and they were. I'm not gonna lie, they were pretty bad that day.
But they were just for that day.
But I mean, even if they're not, like,
my bags are pretty bad, but I have bad allergies. So
well,
that's what I contribute.
That's what I'm doing. I have a lot.
And pollen's been very bad.
That's what I'm saying. It's so bad. I'm saying like I stay congested right now, right? Not only that, and then of course now since then I've been putting ice packs on my eyes every day, and I'm gonna go get these like under eye things to put on. But I was like, and I start thinking like, he's like, are you under stress or something? I was like, am I under stress? Like all the things that have happened, whatever, I can name them all if it doesn't matter. my dad, my dogs, and whatever, all the stuff. And it's just like, yeah, you're probably right. I'm probably a little bit stressed.
Probably.
Maybe so.
Yeah, the pollen though.
Thanks for letting me.
Oh my God.
Thanks for letting me know.
If somebody said, "What's with the bat?" I would be like, "Bitch, have you ever looked at me? I look like this all the motherfucking time."
Like, I feel like I kind of look. I mean, this is just how. Even if you look at pictures of me as a kid, I have like dark, deep, like set eyes.
That's always
you know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like.
I know exactly what you mean.
So what am I supposed to say? I was just like, oh, okay.
I'm not supposed to get offended?
But I mean, I don't think I was offended. I mean,
I'm like sliding on
they
this
were
rug.
there. I know the rug is sliding. You need to adjust for a minute? Do you want to take a break and adjust real quick?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, you're good.
I got shorts under my dress.
F-I-N-E, fine.
F-I. No, you know what I want to do that I'm resisting is look at my fantasy football.
No, we're not doing that right now. We're
You guys have. I wonder if
you would become addicted to it. Last year was our first year, but like she gets. Like, I couldn't even tell you, besides Saquon getting me 8.9 points and pissing me off the other day, like I was saying earlier, I want to quit the league. She watches it and rages.
I have 3 leagues. I am 4-1 in one of them. I am 5-0 in another. And I am 2-3 in another one. And that 2-3 one just, oh my God, there's just nothing else I can fucking do. No, and you know something? I made it a point to say that FSU is not going to interfere with my mental health, and it can't. 0-3 in the ACC. Mike Norvell, can I just say, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, and they started out like pretty good this season. Like, what the fuck happened?
It's fine.
It's fine.
I can't even get into it. But my fantasy teams, oh my God, I'm a team manager. I am team managers. I have 3 teams that I manage, and the way that these men piss me off. You got one job. You get paid millions of dollars.
Like, get out there and win my fantasy.
I need you to go out there and get me touchdowns. Why is every stud not doing well? I get Saquon, Madden curse. But like Derrick Henry,
what is up with Derrick Henry?
Where did you see that?
What is up with Derrick Henry this year?
I'm going to tell you. I think I know what happened with the Ravens. Did you see what was online? Some girl wanted to curse her boyfriend's football team or ex-boyfriend's football team because he was an asshole, and she went to an Etsy witch. And so someone was like, just out of curiosity, what was the team? And she goes, the Ravens. And look at their fucking ass. They were supposed to be Super Bowl contenders this year. They are fucking garbage.
Well,
garbage. I mean, Lamar's out until week 8.
Listen, that Etsy curse shit is real.
I know someone at work was like, you should really get on that Etsy witch spell thing. I go, nah, I don't
Do you
need
know
that
what?
karma.
There's actually something, they're actually putting something in the, since the Charlie Kirk death, they're actually putting something, I saw, I mean, you know how it is when you see things online.
Right.
But that they were actually supposed to be implementing something about, because there was like some witches on TikTok that were pissed off because they're going to implement something like you can't do curses or some, after the Charlie Kirk assassination, they were going to implement something like that. I just saw this like 2 days ago, maybe.
Yeah, no. In my witchhood, we don't believe in causing harm to others because what happens to you will come back to you. And I am a big, firm believer in karma. And so I looked at this woman at my job and I go, absolutely the fuck not. I ain't doing that shit online.
That's kind of how I am in general in life, like just coasting through life now with my spirituality. Yeah. I try to do everything with love. I try even when I'm mad about something. I try.
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still a Gemini and I'm still bipolar and I still have whatever, and I pop off here and there. Like, but it's way less. And I but even with when with my boards or whatever, my Ouija boards and shit, people all think it's like negative or demonic, and I'm like, no, actually, I only invite any good energy. I would never do anything like that. Even in the ghost hunting, when we do that, when people ask, they think it's all bad. You're like, or that you're disturbing the dead. So if you're disturbing the dead, you're kind of causing a disturbance. But I don't feel like you're causing a disturbance. I feel like you're just communicating with energy that's around you either way.
Yeah, I believe in my practice, what I've come through to understand is it's your practice. What you bring to intention is everything. You could do it. You can do a spell that some lady gives you, and it's not going to work because you don't believe in
it.
And so intention is and true belief really makes a difference. I mean, and that's in anything. You want to believe when you're getting a job. You need to fully believe that job is for you.
Well, that's crazy you bring that up, actually.
Why?
Because I was talking to actually someone who watches us. Sorry, this is right between my toes.
I told you those are the worst ones. Those big ones. I can't wear those. I need the small little ones.
Well, the toe's supposed to be smaller, but they still piss me off.
That looks like my autism would go crazy on those.
Yeah.
My autism would be I would be like, absolutely the fuck not.
Especially in heels, like. But
no, I'd have to have thick socks.
Yeah. With heels.
I wore socks with my Mary Janes to Colton's campaign.
Well, as long as you can't see them, or the cute little socks that go up that like.
No, it was the ones that I folded over with the Mary. I'll have to show you.
Cute. Okay.
It was very 70s.
Okay, we love a 70s. I think I did see the pictures though.
Yeah.
But
I looked like a flight attendant.
You did look like a flight attendant, kind of like a flight attendant. You did. You had a blue dress on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do remember that. You did look
that I could wear that and be a flight attendant.
See, look, another.
We
are really good with the costume.
We're very good. Yeah. Another easy one, Angel Devil. Very easy.
Super
you wear
easy.
White dress, red dress, get a halo, get some devil ears. We were going to do Voodoo Dolls or the Grady Sisters.
I think the Grady Sisters is so cute.
The only thing with the Grady Sisters for me is that I would want to get, like, the dresses.
Yeah, well, of course. You can order them.
I know, but I just didn't know if we were going to get them in time.
Well, I have Amazon. I could, but then we don't know if they're going to fit right.
That was my whole thing.
I think
because if we were going to do that, I was like, no, I want this to look.
Well, I would want it to be like I saw these. I think I sent you the girls that were kind of bloody. The Grady Sisters that were bloody, and they had more like the little ruffles on the bottom of the dress. They weren't as plain as like the typical
dress.
So maybe we'll do that next year. The
that
Grady Sisters, because
we
could have that done. I could find little skirt. Like I could build that in enough time. But so one of my friend girls that also watches us was telling me that, like, because I manifest everything. And I think anybody that's truly around me knows that. And people at first are, like, shocked when it happens. Even sometimes when I manifest something, I'm shocked it happens. But I truly believe I manifest my whole life.
Yeah.
Sometimes, that's why what you say with intention is so important.
Oh, yeah. Word.
Because
it's called spelling for a reason.
It really is, and it is like spell casting too. People don't understand that. When you put that out there, you are, that's what you're doing. And no matter what, like, you may not realize, like, when something crumbles, whether it be a friendship, relationship, a group, or whatever, you probably put that out in the universe that you were done with it and you didn't want to fuck with it anymore, but you couldn't walk away. So your spirit guide, your God, your whatever you believe in, took that away from you because you have said, hey, I don't want to do this anymore.
Right.
Okay? So you have said that. So be very careful what you speak of. And it's also the other way. Like, I started this year, at the very beginning of the year, writing a gratitude book instead of, like, journaling. Because when I journal, I would get sad because I'd be writing all the bad stuff down too. Like, today was so sad because Charlie had cardiac. Because Charlie actually, I don't think I've told you, Charlie now has.
This is her dog.
Yeah, my Chihuahua. He has congestive heart failure.
Oh my God.
So he's on medications now and shit like that. So it's like that all happened while my dad was in the hospital, and then while that like situationship stuff, like all that happened at once, right? So I don't know how that came up, but anyhow, when I talk about, like, when I talk about something, the gratitude book.
Yeah.
So otherwise, I would be writing down, journaling all that negative shit, and I didn't think that did good for me. So I had heard, because I do those manifestation cards, like every day, basically write down 10 things that you're grateful for, and I thought, well, fuck. So I started that at the beginning of this year, right? By the way, my book was almost done, and all my gratitude from this year, I guess I left on the top of my convertible, like on the back of it, and lost it. My whole book, like everything this year that I was grateful for. So, and I'm still grateful for some of the experiences I had.
That's crazy.
But I felt like it was meant for me to not have that book anymore. You understand? Because a lot of the stuff that's happened and that it was in that book. And so it was like, and at that time that I lost it, was like right when everything, like, I would say 2 months. I just lost it last week. So 2 months into, and I left it here when I went to Tennessee the last time, and so I had another just random book on me that I started there. So it was like I only came back and did maybe like 2 more days.
Oh my God,
it
was like you had to release all of that.
I felt it, and I was at the beach when I lost it. I was leaving the beach, and I took it out of the trunk because I wanted to put it in the front with me so I didn't forget to bring it back in the house.
Could you imagine if someone finds it and like one day you're like a new book comes out and it's literally your journal?
That would be crazy.
Could you imagine?
But that would be crazy. I mean, and there's personal stuff in it, but not like not too personal, you know. And there were things in it I didn't probably want to see again, because when I went to see my dad back in August on a whim, like I was like, oh, I called him one day, and I was saying I was going to be going up there anyhow, and I wasn't going to be able to spend time with him, and I just kept feeling guilty for that.
Yeah.
Discernment again. That's what I'm most grateful for this year, by the way, is discernment. So I was on the phone with him one day, and he told me he like failed dialysis, something or another, and I was just like, I could hear in his voice. So I literally packed my bags that night, got in my car at 5 o'clock in the morning, like 4:30ish. I was out of Palm Beach by like 5 o'clock in the morning, and went and just
went.
Nobody knew I was going. Nobody knew I was going. So I pulled up, and I ended up staying almost a whole month. I was there. I was only going to stay 4 days. That was before Kesha.
Yeah, that was
4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I was like, I'll be back in 4 days. So I'm like, okay, and then it was like, I'm not coming home yet.
I could feel I shouldn't come home yet, and I think
your dad was really appreciative that you stayed.
Oh, he so was. He even told me
I really think that it was important that it was you and him. I think it was important that you were up there. I think it was important that you stayed.
We had the most. My dad and I have a good we have a very good relationship anyhow, but it is the most, I would say, like, connected I have ever probably been to him.
Yeah.
And we got to spend, like, I would say 10 solid days of just me and him, and I could go, we got to drive around, and he showed me, because, last year a bad hurricane, I don't know.
Yeah.
He hit up in North Carolina, and my dad's not far, because I drive through Asheville to get to his spot.
That was Helene.
Yeah. And actually, he's in, like, a Greenville, Tennessee area, Greene County. Mm-hmm. And it wiped out bridges. You could still see where the whole freaking river, y'all, you could see how it's hollowed out, the trees on the sides, how high it went up. It was insane. They said it was 30 plus feet above the ground. Wow, and my dad saw that. He said the bridges were down to where you couldn't even get out. Like, you had to go this long way around. It was crazy.
That's insane. Like, he's just like, yeah, I saw it.
And he did. And he was showing me so he got to show me all that stuff, and he knows I love outdoor stuff. And my dad can no longer, like, get out and do that. Like, we had to get him a scooter and stuff there so that he can, because he's having a lot of, like, his body's breaking down. So we wanted to, we took care of all that stuff for him, my sisters and I did. And so I just felt I didn't need to leave. And he told me, like, even, then it was just the best, the best time because my dad's a workaholic. So, and he still loves to work. That's what he, like, misses the most out of what his daily life is that he can't go to work, which is so crazy. Because
but you know something? I think that is a very common thing in people who are retired or who haven't worked for at least 10 years or more after retirement. Mm-hmm. I think that's because most of my patients are older, and retired, and some of them really enjoy it. Like, some of them, they're like, oh yeah, I'm traveling the world. Some of them, they don't have friends or family in that way, and so they do find enjoyment in these smaller jobs. Like, not jobs where, oh, I need to work and make the money, but like they're in Boynton's location. Like, this guy, he's in his 60s. He doesn't need to be working at a dispensary. He just does it part-time and for the discount.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, my wife died 10 years ago. I got nothing else going on. He's the one that's got like 10 fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, no, I work just because, like, what, I got nothing better to do.
My dad,
I like it.
He had a freaking cylinder working on it when I was there. Like,
some of them really love it.
Sitting at a table trying to pull, he can't pull it apart, so he's, telling his partner to pull the cylinder apart so he can work. But, when he's not rich, he's not, he's that's something else I didn't realize, how freaking bad America is to seniors. Like, it is, holy shit. My friend Brian and I are watching it with our dads, both on dialysis, and both, they were both successful men, and it just, Like, it's all a money game. It's just to suck everything they can out of you until they can't anymore. And then they just kind of kill you off. They don't let you, they don't approve things for, my dad's waiting. My dad's still waiting on an approval for a freaking mobility scooter or whatever from his insurance from months ago. And they told him it would be soon. If my sisters and I didn't do that for him, he would still be in a bad situation,
Yeah.
So I think I know it was the day before Kesha. I had already decided to extend my trip because I felt it. I can't explain it. I felt it.
Yeah.
And he called me that night when I left his spot. I was actually right across from him, and it was funny how it ended up happening. Again, divine, and things happen that way. But I was across, and he called me it was about 4 or 5 in the morning, and asked me to take him. I had to take him to the emergency room and then he ended up in the hospital for another 10 days or something. But it's really even crazy too, between where he's at and because of his conditions, I had to drive Kristina with emergency, get me to the church on time. Emergency, an hour and a freaking half to the hospital.
That's crazy.
An hour and a freaking half. And it's because of the type of dialysis he's on. Okay, so my daddy when he was my age, maybe 2 years younger than me, had a massive heart attack, and they gave him 6 months to live.
That's crazy.
And he sold off as much as he could sell off, and he didn't tell us that, but and he said he gave up for a minute, and then he was just like, no, I'm not ready I'm not doing this.
Wow.
And he became, he'll call it a guinea pig. He became a guinea pig at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville for some drug, and it literally grew. He's never had to have a bypass because it grew I don't know how it works, vessels and capillaries, and if it hadn't done that, he would be dead because half of his heart doesn't work. It's completely blocked. So it grew. So it did that, right? And then he's got, but maybe because that medicine's why he's in kidney failure. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
Who knows?
But he's now in his 70s. You know what I mean? So he in the type of dialysis that he is on is not a normal type of dialysis. It's not only just, it's like a home dialysis. It's not hemo, but it's again, something newer that's more inventive, or, whatever that he's trying now. So the only place that he can go into a hospital even is that same place, because the other places don't service that type of dialysis. And once you have stomach, that dialysis, they can't do a hemo while you're in the hospital.
This is crazy.
It's so stressful.
That is crazy.
And so when I'm not there, I'm who's making sure that this happens? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I ended up staying in Tennessee a lot. In the last, since August, I've pretty much been back and forth. I mean, I've driven there a few times, which is crazy. But I need my vehicle because I don't know how long I want to stay. So that's where I've been for the most part. So
I feel you. I, as you know, I traveled. When I got back from Europe, I was only home for 3 weeks, and then me and Jordan went to St. Augustine for the brand new concert, and then I was back, and then 2 weeks later I went to Seattle for 10 days. Mm-hmm. When I got back from Seattle, I was
burnt out. Traveling.
I was really burnt out. I came back and I was like, wow, I'm really vacationed out, and everyone was like, you can't say that. And I was like, no, I can. I've been traveling like this for the last 5 years or so.
I could see how you could.
And I was like, it just was a lot. And so I started to really come within. I started doing acupuncture. I started meditating more.
You had never done acupuncture before,
no.
had you? Because then we talked about that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I love
highly
acupuncture.
Recommend.
And meditation, I meditate a lot.
Yeah, so I started to slow down a little bit. I really wasn't drinking. In August, around August 15th, it was Colton's 35th, and we had his presidential campaign birthday party where we all dressed up like it was the 1960s, and it was a whole weekend affair, and it was really amazing. And then my next trip was supposed to be to Boston in September. Mm-hmm. And when I got back from Orlando in August from that trip, I was already starting to feel like I wasn't supposed to be in Boston. It just seemed like the planes were going to be inconveniencing. I was going to get in late on Friday. I really didn't want to fly out Thursday night. And I just was starting to feel really complicated.
Mm-hmm.
Then I find out like some of my cousins weren't going. My sister Emily wasn't going. And my two sisters did go. My mom and dad still went. But I couldn't pinpoint. I did not know what I was feeling.
And then we thought about starting those 4 days or whatever it was.
So, and there was a lot. So we then discussed maybe starting back that weekend. And then I think something came up and it was like, no, we're not going to do anything. Then I asked.
Because I went to Tennessee.
Yeah, you went to Tennessee. I had asked before we did that to go to New Orleans.
We were going to do that.
Yeah, 4 of us were going to go to New Orleans. I priced it out. It was going to be hella cheap. And then when I thought that fell through, I was going to go to Atlanta for Shaky Knees, which is a festival. And something just, like the week before, something really said, you're not traveling.
You're supposed to just keep your ass at home.
Well, check this out. It wasn't even a matter of keeping my ass home. It was, I got a really hard I got an Akashic record reading September 2nd. And this reading explained a past life that I'm still dealing with.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me this. I remember you telling me
Yeah, it explained, like, what my purpose is supposed to be. She went over some things in my natal chart that I didn't know, and, like, all this stuff. And I got a lot of breakthrough messages the next 2 weeks after this was all happening. What happened on September 7th was the shadow into September 11th's solar eclipse. There was a really big eclipse that went on for 2 weeks. And that energy was really intense energy. That solar eclipse was all about aligning yourself for the next 5 to 15 years. This was a really big solar eclipse that like dealt with Aries and Scorpio energy, and it was really about where do you want to propel yourself. This was a very energetic solar eclipse. I started getting crazy messaging from the above, and I started getting lots of clients asking the same questions and all this stuff. September 15th was my aunt's birthday, and we went to dinner. Everyone was away, so it was just like Jordan, me, Emily, and Dawson, and my aunt. And my aunt was like, I think I'm going to get a sangria. And so I was like, I'll get a sangria as well. I was already feeling like I should not be drinking. That was the message that kept coming through, was like, you need to be clear. And I wasn't smoking at the time. I'm smoking again now, but I wasn't smoking. I have this sangria, and I took 2 allergy pills because I was like, it's been a hot minute since I've had a drink. Let me just take my allergy pills.
Yeah.
I had one of the worst reactions in a really long time.
Oh my goodness.
Jordan's like, you shouldn't finish that. I was like, no, at this point, it's already like this. I'm going to drink it to finish the drink. Jordan goes, you've been getting messages. You know you're not supposed to be drinking. And I go, you're right. So I decide, you know what, for the rest of the clips, I'm not going to drink. I get the message. I'm supposed to be clear. I get some of the most, 3 really intense clients where I needed to be clear for the messages that came through. Mm-hmm. And they were really insane. And I cannot talk about what might come through. It might come through later on, but it's really insane for these people. So I'm hoping that's going to be a really good thing. But it was like on September 20th, so it was like the second day of that trip. I got major confirmation that the reason why I was not supposed to be traveling was because if I was in New Orleans, Atlanta, or Boston, I would have been under the influence.
Of course.
I would have absolutely 100% been under the influence. I was not supposed to be drinking, and it was really insane. So that whole month of September was really insane. Didn't drink. Glad I didn't drink. I wasn't supposed to be on that trip. So my next trip, I ended up going to Chicago this past weekend for a wedding.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be in Chicago.
Yeah.
I got clear confirmation. Brianna and I were also big manifestors, and we manifested our weekend. Everything that we wanted to happen, it happened in a bigger scheme of things.
We love that.
It was so great.
I think that's what we were talking about was
manifestations.
When we got into the gratitude journal and all that. But yeah, exactly. We're back around to this again. Squirrels. We should probably address that too, because people are like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? But let's get back to that in a minute, because I want to go back to this manifestation thing. I was on live, and the friend girl I have, that what she was like, she's been watching me online for 15, 16, 18 years maybe.
That's so wild.
Like a long time.
Like a real fan.
Like for real. She's like, I mean, she's ride or die. And a long time. And so she's like, it just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't. And she, she tries to, and I'm like, because you don't believe it.
And that's what the whole thing is. Like, along with the same thing with Jesus Christ shifting, there's been a shift in manifestation. Mm-hmm. I've been trying to let people know you don't need the cauldron and the herbs. If you want them, that's great. You can use the herbs, the crystals, the tools, the amulets. That's all fine. We've shifted into an energy and into a place where you don't need anything.
No.
You can manifest and create what you want purely by just fully believing in yourself, in your intuition, in your prayer, your whatever word you want to use.
But that's where faith comes in too.
Exactly. And it's like, and that's why like I think people are starting to recognize that spirituality should all be just based off of one. If like I love that a lot of people are finding Christianity and some people are finding Judaism and some people are finding whatever is their paths. And I do believe that you need to have a faith. But I really love being pagan and really love recognizing myself as a pagan because I do respect all the religions. I don't agree with all of the religions and I don't believe everything that the Catholics believe in, and I don't believe everything that the evangelicals believe in, and I don't believe everything that the Jews believe in, and I don't believe in everything that Islam believes in. I don't believe in a lot of in everything. But I like that I can hold space for all of them and that they all have very good aspects beyond the bad aspects. Mm-hmm. They all have good things that come out of it that you can learn about manifestation within yourself and utilizing your faith to bring goodness to people and to the world and to nature. And there is these elements in all of the religions. And if people would just recognize that there's so many similarities in them, I think that we would see more peace.
It's kind of like more the set we are. They're all very, very similar.
They're very similar. They're all trying to do the same kinds of things. And it's like if we were all to recognize that instead of dividing each other up because you're a Christian and you're Jewish and if you would all just come to recognize and want to learn about each of the religions, I think they all have something very great to offer where it comes back to that manifestation where if you utilize whatever faith works for you and respect the other faiths, the world is going to see a more positive turn. We're all connected consciously.
Yeah, that's a thing, like collective consciousness is a real thing. And I think a part of the problem in our society is that we are now, in a sense, brainwashed, right? Like if we sit and we doom scroll, and all you see is the negative shit.
Yeah.
But we are all in this collective consciousness of the negative of like, oh, well, this is like, I can't, like, y'all, like, I don't watch I watch Candace, so I can't really say anything. I don't, because she's the only one that's not crazy. I don't know, anyhow, I'm not going to get into all that today, but I'm not going to be into that negative mindset. Right. I want to be peaceful. I want to be calm. I want to love people. I like who I am. That's something that I have learned very, very in the last couple months is I love who I am when I am in love. And that doesn't mean in love with a partner.
Just in love in general.
That's it. Now we take love as it's always a partner love, because we don't look at like platonic friend love. We don't look at...
Well, I was going to say, I actually saw your TikTok that you reposted, and it was like, I know love exists because I can go months without seeing my best friend, and when it comes back, it's like nothing has ever changed, and I know that she still loves me, and I was like, I know she reposted this for me.
Yeah.
I was like, I know damn well this is about us.
Yeah. So people don't understand that, like, if you do everything out of like love, and when I feel that, and it took, it's taken relationships and understanding that to understand that, wait, this loss of, say, like a loss of a relationship or a family member or whatever, it like maybe not a death, I'm saying like a
sure,
whatever.
Yeah.
Most of the time when we disconnect like that and we're mad, one we're feeding our ego, which is why we're mad or upset or whatever, so you got to remove that. But I truly love who I am when I am like happy and loving everybody, and I've been reading this book. I mean, I'm a Four Agreements. Like, that's one of my favorite books of all time. But he also writes other ones. And the one that I most recently read was basically it's I don't remember exactly what it's called. But it's basically like living through love, or like, but it's like that. Like, if you live through that, you truly will. You receive what you give, right? So if you're giving off bad shit energy, or you're giving off anxiety energy, or you're going to get that back. It goes back to childhood. I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
That's a spell.
That's true.
That's a spell.
But that's true in life. Like, we don't realize that. Like, if you realize the most miserable people are people who are truly projecting most of the time.
Some of the people who I know that are the most miserable don't have a belief system at all.
Like, and they're projecting,
not a single belief system.
And they're projecting their bullshit onto you because they don't even believe in themselves. See, I used to say I was raised in church, and I was raised not what I used to say, but like I was raised in church and stuff, and so I had a disagreement with my creator at one point and denied that even exists. You feel me? So I would go around telling people I was an atheist. It was just it was never really atheist. It was more like, I guess,
you're probably agnostic. Yeah.
But I just didn't want to even talk to people about shit.
Sure.
And I still to this point don't love, because
I was gonna say, you don't love talking about it.
I don't, and it's just because I feel different than other people do. I don't know how to explain it. I don't feel like I need to align with anybody with it, because I feel like my relationship with my creator is personal, and it's nobody else's business.
And that's the whole thing. It's like, that is a big thing about faith, is like, it is personal. It is personal. It should be personal.
So I don't feel like I need to go to anybody and tell them how I'm living my life. Like, I bear witness by living my life. Like, so many people walk up to me and tell me constantly, like, of course they don't see when I'm home depressed laying in bed, but anytime I'm out, like, or go on TikTok live and stuff, and people don't even understand what they're magnetized to, but it's because I radiate good energy. I live in love. I radiate that fucking sun I'm outside with every day. I know who I am, and I know my belief system. For me, I finally am getting with that, you know, and I don't need to give it to anybody, and I don't need to take anybody else's. Like, I'll listen, but it's not something I don't want to talk about politics with people, really. I don't want to talk about religion. I just don't want to talk about it, because, to be honest, I don't care what your religion is. Sorry. I don't care what you believe in. I don't give a fuck. It's not going to affect me, and I don't want to. You know what I mean?
That's my whole thing. Like, that's how I feel about with going to church. Like,
same thing.
I don't feel like I have to go to church, because back in the day, those cathedrals were not used for worship.
No, you know what?
They were for free energy harvesting. Like,
and people like went outside. You know, when people still think Kanye is crazy, and you think Kanye is crazy as fuck, but with
crazy,
with
but
the Charlie
like,
Kirk shit, I think we see Kanye ain't wrong, and I mean in so many aspects that we don't want to talk about, because you can't. But if you all really understood the message Kanye is trying to convey, it's insane. But if you all remember when he started doing his Sunday service, because he did that for a while.
He did that for a hot minute.
It was outside in nature. Yeah. That's how church started.
That's my whole thing with, like, the organized church thing. Like, that's one thing that I can't get on board with, because, like, one, I don't need a priest telling me about the gospel. I could read the Bible.
Or not only that, so people come up to me, okay? So certain religions, I'm not going to throw anybody, but like, I'm at the beach, okay? I'm there before sunrise, okay?
Right, like, you're there early as fuck.
Hanging out with my God. Hanging out. I'm sitting on this sand dune,
and you get the most beautiful views.
Feeling all this energy. I mean, I cry because of a sunrise. That is spiritual as fuck. Okay, don't come at me with some fucking paperwork.
Yeah,
and literally say, "Excuse me," as my eyes are closed and I am like this at the sun.
You're lying.
I'm not.
I know you're not lying, but, like, you got me dead.
And you know, that's how I know I've evolved, because
3 years ago,
I would have been up and been like, "What in the fuck is wrong with you?" And instead I went, "Yeah, what can I help you?" "Well, do you have a moment to listen to da-da-da-da-da and this and that?" And I'm looking at it for a minute. I said, "Hey, I hear you. And
I love what you got going on for yourself."
I said, "But look, your back is turned right now, and you're facing me, right? And you're throwing a paper in my face trying to tell me how to believe. But baby, You interrupted me here sitting talking to my God. You didn't see that? If you didn't see that, there ain't no way you're doing anything else besides just repeating something, because you aren't going through with the way you feel. You should be able to feel that. If you didn't feel that, I feel sorry for you, because, baby, turn your back around and see that. I said, I ain't trying to be disrespectful, but this is my church.
Yeah.
And this is
the way you go. It is your church. You go so many days a week.
Well, but it is.
I know. That's your therapeutic.
I have a whole meditation system.
As long as I've known you.
Yeah, I have a whole gratitude to it. Like, I'm grateful when I make it to the beach that day. I'm so, like, it truly is a moving spiritual experience for me. Like, so I know where I'm at, and I know other people don't get it, and that's fine. That may not be their thing, but, like, for me, you know.
No, and I love that.
And the organized stuff is, like, for me, that's where
I feel very locked up. Like, I think
meant to be that way.
I feel very locked up, and like that's like my whole thing is like, church. This is not how my ancestors were.
No, that's not how it was, or that you have to wear a certain outfit to go to church.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. If you had these cute outfits, if you had these, I would have been a nun, honey.
But like when you go to these. When you go to these places, it's like a competition of who's got the biggest hat and who's got the best outfit. And then they're all kiki and talking shit about each other. I mean, I lived in it. I grew up in it. And I'm just like...
There was still drama in the youth group.
Like, I just don't have room for that and space for that.
No.
So,
and like, my whole thing is like, I can recognize that some people need that. Some people... But like, this is the whole thing is like, we have shifted into a place that if you can... understand your God, understand who your creator is, understand who you resonate with. Like, that's one thing. Like, I resonate hard with St. Michael. With Archangel St. Michael, I've always resonated hard with him.
And I don't feel like you even have to even understand, because I don't understand it. Yeah. That's why I don't talk about it so much, because I don't understand.
I like to try to understand. Like, my dad bought my mom,
I lost my whole little thing, I think.
It just needs to be pushed forward a little bit. You're right there.
We got it.
Yeah. My dad, for my mom's birthday, bought her the lost, the stories that were taken out of the Bible.
The Apocrypha.
Yeah. And I was sitting there reading the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, because I believe that her energy is really part of the reason why there's been a shift.
Okay.
Well, because, like, let me indulge you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The statues of Mother Teresa, or I guess Mother Mary, holding baby Jesus. Why would it be baby Jesus? Jesus grew up. He was a man. He was crucified at 33 years old. Why would it be a baby? No, I think those people it's Mary Magdalene holding Jesus' son. And I think it insinuates that there is a lineage.
Okay.
And so with Mary Magdalene's gospel, it kind of insinuates that there is a lineage, that they had a child, and that they were married, and that she was not no damn whore and all this stuff. And there are the Book of Wisdom is very important too. Like, I believe that there's a lot of stuff that's also missing from organized religion. Mm-hmm. Why were books taken out? Why were like all that? I have questions, but I've also always been very curious.
Yeah.
That Akashic record, she said that my soul is called an explorer soul, and that it sometimes will get me into dangerous situations, which no shit.
Yeah.
But she says, she goes, you're always going to be asking questions. She's like, your soul's always going to want to know more. And I think that's why I really enjoyed taking history of religion in college. Why I still, even as someone who recognizes pagan, indulges in the Bible. Why I indulge in learning about Judaism. Half of my friends are Jewish. I like to understand where religion is coming from, because there are these ancient civilizations before us were way more advanced.
Yeah.
They knew way more. So what do they know that this government's trying to hide from us?
They dumbed us down. They want to dumb us down. And they dumb us down by making us think that we're smarter with technology, when it truly, truly, truly is just...
Look at that. I'm a messy nun.
She's a messy nun. But we got the secret hack, don't we?
Oh my God, those wipes are wild.
Shout wipes, y'all.
Shout wipes. They got... I did this earlier.
And
I'm telling you,
right
it's going to come right off.
Like, you would never believe on white.
It's insane.
I get stuff on white all the time.
Oh yeah, I can't wear white. I am messy.
So, I guess we're pretty much caught up.
It's fun. Yeah, I was gonna say, I really think that kind of covers what we've been doing since July through September.
And that we're sorry for just leaving But I was just like, I remember saying like, well, what, we're just going to leave our 23 viewers hanging? Okay. Like, you were just like, okay, but for our 23, whatever I said. I was just really.
But I think you and I also missed it. I think because I was kind of.
Of course, I missed it. You know,
I was missing it.
I just knew that I wanted to tailor it different. I wanted to make sure, you know, I want to make sure we could do it. That was what was important to me. That we can hook up. We're doing it by ourselves today. And no shade to Barry. Barry works his job, and then his band travels so much that like we wouldn't have been able to film today,
right?
If I hadn't learned to do this,
right?
Oh my gosh, I haven't told you.
Oh, you look so excited. What are you hiding from me?
I'm gonna end up making you do this with me too. Do you remember a couple years ago? Maybe not even a couple years ago. Well, definitely when we went to emo night at the Fort Lauderdale one.
Yeah, that was almost 2 years ago.
Okay, so about 2. We were drunk, so you might not remember. But I basically said, like, girl, we could do this. Like, we could do this. Like, and when I go to these, you know, I love to go to the, I haven't been to that in a couple years either. When I'm trying to get you to go with me we have to go. You have to go with me. It's on a Saturday night.
What, their R&B?
Yes, you have to go with me one night.
We should go.
Okay, I went to emo night and you have to go.
Yeah, I will go to R&B night with you.
Okay.
Come to emo night
it's called
with me
old
several
school.
times.
It's called old school.
Old school.
Yeah.
Old school night.
So we'll do that. And you'll understand more even then what I'm talking about, okay? But, you know, I've been TikTok living a lot lately.
Yes.
And I don't do much on there. I'm going to be honest with you. I do, when I travel, show the sunrises, show the sunset, show the beaches. I do that, okay?
Sure.
But then where I get the most views is just standing there.
Looking pretty. I was on that live when you were
I don't understand. Yeah, well, it's the pool, I guess. But I get flagged. You know what?
Why? Wait, why?
I guess because I'm a fat girl in a bathing suit. Like, what else are you supposed to be in the pool? And I'm not even in anything string. Okay?
I was going to say, like, what
like,
do you mean?
everything's covered. Like, so they'll want me to do, like, a 360 to see the outfit because, you know, the boys. But if I better be getting, like, 5 galaxies for it. Like, I'm not trying to be funny. And, you know, it's because they're going to restrict your account then. Like, they do a restriction on it. Now I just try to go live restricted because like, what the fuck, okay? So that happens. And it's hater bitches or it's men that get mad because... So anyhow, they'll flag your account then, and then you get restricted because they do it for nudity. You can't even smoke a vape, which I'm shocked we don't want to have a vape this whole episode.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I
holy
got
shit,
that
we don't
with
have
me.
that. Y'all better clock that one because that'll never happen again.
Clock it.
So I'm always in the pool, but everybody's always like, you play the best music. Like, did you know what I play? I play Paris Hilton's DJ sets.
That's so funny.
That's what I play, okay? And everybody's like, damn, you always play the best music. And she does. She makes us some good music. Now,
you do play the best music with the exception of one.
The exception of one?
Yeah.
I'll know who it's going to be, Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, I can't fucking
She
stand
hates
that
Morgan Wallen.
And another thing, fuck Morgan Wallen. Haley Williams from Paramore, I was like, yes, girl, sing it.
What did she say?
She literally went on, so she came out with like a solo album like a month ago. And one of them is called Bachelorette Party in Nashville. It's like a bachelorette party on Broadway or something. It's something like that.
Uh-huh.
And she's been doing press. And she literally, like, someone was like, is there, like, a particular country singer that you can't... She goes, oh, yeah, and I'm not even afraid to fucking say it. It's fucking Morgan Wallen. And so, like, there was, like, a thing that, like, a meme that was like, and another thing. Fuck Morgan Wallen. And it's, like, Haley Williams. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah,
That's
girl.
so funny. And, you know, I mean, I do listen to country music, like, when I go home.
Oh, yeah, no, I
like,
don't judge
my
you.
old, like, 90s country, Liz and Dolly Parton.
I think it's so funny because it's like such a polar opposite of what you
most
usually
people are like,
listen
who
to.
the fuck?
It's so funny. It throws me.
Like, I'm going to see Kevin Gates. I'm going to see Kevin Gates.
Because
that's my favorite, like, Dolph, Kevin Gates. Like, I like rap. Like,
yeah, you like rap.
So it's just, yeah, it's like, it's funny, right?
It's so wild. Like, whenever I'm on TikTok and it's like Morgan Wallen, I'm like, she got me fucked up.
I love him. His music is so good. It's you know why it's good? And Barry picked up on this the other day when we were playing it.
But I know
you don't think it's good.
No,
you don't think it's good. One, you don't really listen to country, but two, you don't like him as a person.
Yeah, I absolutely. And
when you don't like somebody as a person, you allow that to affect their art, and you shouldn't. Look at Wicked.
I still give it a 7.5 out of 10.
But it's only because she hates Cynthia Erivo. If she didn't hate Cynthia Erivo, she probably would have given it more.
But I did watch it.
You did watch it.
And I was full on.
Yeah, you did pay
engulfed.
attention, and it is 3 hours almost. It's
We were engulfed. I was very in it. I was asking questions.
Yeah.
I am planning on seeing the new one.
Well, we're going to theater.
We're gonna go and see it in the theaters.
Me, you, and Karen, we talked about that.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
I just have to get
growth.
I have to get it there, but I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so Karen said I had to learn Harry Potter.
Why?
I don't know. She said that I could see Harry Potter since I made you watch Wicked. I don't know.
I don't really give that much shit about Harry Potter.
Okay.
Like, I've seen all of them, and I'll watch, like, we were watching one last night, but, like, I don't like Harry Potter that, but, like, I'm a witch, not a wizard.
Okay.
My favorite character is Bellatrix, because she's a witch. And she's a bad witch.
Mine is...
She's a bad bitch, is actually what she is.
I don't know anything about any of them, so I can't
Bellatrix is played by Helena Bonham Carter, so you know it's good. She's good.
I don't know who she is either. So.
What?
I don't know people's names. Like, I don't watch TV like that anymore. Like, I just watch...
I'll show you. You'll know who she is. She's, like, in all of the Tim Burton movies. She was one of his muses.
So... I have decided, and I've wanted to do this for a long time, but and my friend Miguel was going to teach me years ago because he's who I wanted to teach me because I love mashups, and people just don't DJ mashups. They like to do, the transition, but they don't really mash up like they used to back in the day. And so I have asked, and as of yesterday, got the confirmation that I'm going to learn to DJ.
I love that.
I'm going to learn to DJ. And see
if you can get into the scene and introduce us to DJ Diesel, that'd be great.
Okay, I'll try.
We love you, Shaq.
I'll try.
I love Shaq.
He's so good, right?
He is one of my favorite people on this planet.
Yeah, and he's a great DJ.
But
could you imagine if we met Paris Hilton ever?
Oh my god, she's literally
like literally. I did think about us cosplaying Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie, but like I don't think people would get it because we would have. I just didn't think people would get it. I think this is better anyhow. But this also I could move this, and this could be the background for my DJ set when I do TikTok lives. So it's not just me playing other. So I feel like that's a 2-for-1, and then me and you on a stage with that shit would be fucking great.
Oh, you'd have to. I'm like Jameis Winston with a microphone.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. And Kristina would be the best hype girl.
I would literally be the best opener. I'd be a really good hype girl.
Do you not think we would be fucking great at this?
I think we'd be great.
Mix that in with the podcast.
With some cute outfits.
Baby.
Oh, baby.
So this is what I'm manifesting. I'm going to learn to DJ so that we can, I don't know. And
amazing.
And the guy that's going to teach me to DJ.
This is amazing.
I'm just not going to say it because he's very well known down here as a DJ.
True.
So I'm not going to put him out like that because...
Don't play his shit on bias.
But he knows a lot of people.
No, this is so
cool. He's been in the DJ scene down here for like, years. He knows like DJ Labs, or she goes up here. He knows him, and he used to work a lot with Ultra. Like I would go to Ultra because I would get VIP backstage with him and stuff. So,
well, what I've been manifesting for this, obviously we're at the end. We're very close to the end of the year of 2025, which is fucking bonkers.
Crazy.
But what I've been manifesting is like what next year is going to look like. And since like Jordan and I are trying to move out by March, I'm not traveling. Like I think I'm limiting myself down to 4 trips next year. I know, gasp. We'll see how that goes. I want us to like make a Google Calendar that's like for us and like actually schedule and actually treat it like not like a job, but a little bit more serious.
But
than
you
what
have
we've been doing.
You kind of have to do it that way.
Yeah, because honestly, I just like really want us to get like a routine down.
And also what help. Like I have been so lackadaisic. I just be real about it.
Yeah.
Like even this morning, for example, like I knew I had things I needed to get accomplished, and I was kind of stressing, and I was like, I will like smoke a blunt, make my coffee, an hour later, and it's like I literally had to be like disciplined. Like I know it sounds ridiculous, but I haven't had to live a real disciplined life in a minute.
Oh, are you kidding? And it's very I can see that.
And it's,
are you kidding?
And I'm trying, I'm trying to be, I'm having to schedule more things because I gotta schedule. I'm trying to go to see my father like every 3 to 5 weeks, just depending on how his appointments, how my appointments go. I'm going to have a back surgery now, so I have to work on, putting that into play, coming out. Like, there's so many things. So, definitely, that's something else I'm having to learn is, like, scheduling and learning to, like, prioritize. And, because I think so many times we'd have it planned, we'd come here, then we'd kind of be like, so I think it's good. Like, I think we did great today. I think everything And I think this gives us a more like...
I feel very homey.
Like you want to...
I feel warm.
It does. I feel like it feels good. If anybody has any suggestions or...
If there's any topics that you guys want to hear this season, please throw them out. We can cover whatever you want to cover.
Definitely. I'm about that too.
Yeah, like we can cover whatever you want to cover.
And then by next season, by season 3, I don't know how many episodes we'll do for season 2. I don't know.
We just wanted to make sure that we came back. We wanted people to know that we were not gone, that we are coming back, that we do want to do this podcast, that we are dedicated.
And people want us, I mean, it may only be 23. I'm sorry for saying it that way, but...
People have been, I had someone message me being like, are you guys going to be coming back with the podcast? And I was like, yes, I promise we are coming back.
And we're going to be more active on social medias. You have the access to one of them.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't have access to live on my TikTok because I don't live on social media very much. But I know that I need to get on there.
But at least, like, we'll try to post on TikTok. I'm going to try. I mean, you can... It's a lot, but we are going to try to do that stuff and take it a little more serious. And by season 3, I'm hoping that would probably be this time, maybe next year. Is what I'm thinking. Or maybe a little bit earlier. But by then, maybe we can take it mobile so that if we have to travel, it's not really traveling.
Right. We could just pop in for 2 hours, do a podcast real fast, and then go out.
Yeah. So that's kind of the plan, I think. I think with that moving forward and topics, I mean, I guess it's just going to be squirrels. I mean, that's just what it is. I know a lot of people have asked, like when I say with the podcast, they're like, they don't get the squirrels. And if you know us, like if you know me or Kristina, people say it's brilliant, actually. People that know us are like, it's fucking brilliant. Because we just
bounce. There's no rhyme or reason.
We're just always kind of all over the place. Like, and something else might get your attention. And that's kind of just what it's about. Just about daily life and the way we navigate. We both have pretty interesting, we do have pretty interesting lives. Both of us do.
Interesting is a good word.
Yeah. You had mentioned earlier that I wanted to mention this then and I forgot, but you had mentioned earlier that some of a lot of your clients are older clients,
Mm-hmm.
So my dad, he's got this major back pain, part of probably everything that's going on. He's got this major back pain. My dad is so anti-THC. He is so freaking anti-THC.
It's very much with the time.
It's because he's in his 70s,
Yeah, that's a very common thing that I deal with. With that, you just have to, you eat. So, like, with patients who come in who are older and they're like, I don't want to be high. I don't want to even touch THC. And it's like, all right, no problem. We will start with the CBD route. Like, I already know they're going to come in and tell me it didn't work. But you indulge them. You don't want them to feel like they're wrong. You don't want them to feel like they're stupid for not wanting it. You just want to be understanding that they grew up in a different time.
And the craziest part about this is, I'm sorry, I was just thinking.
No, you're fine.
A lot of my family, indulges in THC, right? And so that's probably one of the reasons my dad doesn't like it. But we got him, I've got him that balm or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He will tell you the only thing
that works is that balm.
That works is, and he's getting, I don't want to put it, he's getting some, somewhere else too. Like another family member can get it for him from their spot in Virginia. And it's like a roller ball instead.
Oh, yeah, no, those are legit.
Oh,
they're super legit.
He said that was the best thing he's ever put on his body. And this man is so worried about what, you don't understand. First of all, it was so funny. He was on the phone with his sisters that both have body aches and stuff, and he's like the dealer now. Now he's like, I'm telling you, this stuff, I was like, oh, so now you're going to be called rollerball. Now you're going to be the THC rollerball dealer for all the old people. And then, like I told you, he ended up in the hospital. And he was crying about his back. They were giving him freaking morphine, okay? But it doesn't matter because he didn't need medication because with dialysis you get it's whatever.
Right.
So it wasn't touching it. I said, Daddy, just let me put
the balm on.
He refused in the hospital because he was so scared. I guess they thought he was going to be like a druggie. Girl, I even had the doctor in there. I had the doctor come in. I said, hey, listen, I live in Florida. I have a medical card. I'm going to put the other person out because I had the rollerball.
Sure.
I said, I live in Florida. I have a medical card. for THC. Or cannabis or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, the bomb's a 1-to-1.
And I said, you know, because he's like, I don't want you to interfere with anything.
It's not going to interfere with anything. It's a
Kristina,
topical.
it was such a freaking fight. You have no clue.
No,
it was so bad.
I get it, though.
But he's been sitting there saying it's the only thing that worked for him this whole time.
That's really what gets me, is the fact that you already know that it works.
And you're laying in the hospital crying.
That's what really kills me.
Like,
it's like, if he had never tried it before, I can understand him being really weary about trying it. But the fact that you've already been trying it.
And then like, I even asked the freaking doctor in front of him. He didn't want me to, but I didn't care. I said,
no.
I say, listen, I've used this. He says it's the only thing that works. She said, but I can't because...
Right, she can't because
she said, but
she
looked at this. She said she looked at the ingredients, and she said, they're from the ingredients, because then she said, what's in it? What's in it besides? And so I showed it. She's like, there is nothing in here that would interfere with anything you're taking, okay? Do you know he still got so mad when we snuck, like, rubbed it on our hand and rubbed it on his back? Like, I thought he was going to murder one of us. Like that made me, like, that's the frustration you deal with this stuff. I think people don't understand either.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and now he'll sing his praises again. Like, if he gets low, he kind of starts to get a little bit nervous because it's the only thing that works. And it's like, how would you lay in a hospital? That's the shit I've been dealing with.
Yeah, and like that's like the whole thing is like, you know, like I'm not dealing with the people like dealing, you know, like they come to me and they try it. I will say that bomb is one of the best things on the market. Every person who uses it loves it.
And I have back, and that's the only thing that works for me too. Is
same with my sciatica. It's the best thing on the market.
So, yeah, I think we should probably, or you should, because you're way more educated than this. You know, talk about that more when we do podcasts about stuff like that. Because
we can totally do it. I think we did like a partially cannabis one, but we could do like a bigger one.
I think people really truly don't get it. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, no. I don't know if did you watch that interview with Pete Davidson? And he did a few where he's now talked and said, like, you know, the cannabis that, you know, people were smoking in the 70s, like, it was much less. This 30%, they're causing psychosis. And it's like, I was so happy to see him talking about it because people believe celebrities more than they just trust their person that in their life.
I think he was talking about it. He has done a few, but I think on Theo Vaughn, and I think on which I love Theo Vaughn. If you have never watched Theo Vaughn, he is one of the funniest motherfuckers, okay?
Yeah, no, he's funny.
He has one of the funniest podcasts. I can't even take it. And then he actually has a stand-up on Netflix. That is...
Yes, I've watched the stand-up. I've watched the stand-up.
My God.
The stand-up is funny as hell.
That stand-up is
funny as hell.
Funny. I watched it actually driving to Tennessee.
Oh, love that.
I
like to listen to podcasts on those long drives.
All right, so anything else you feel like we need to discuss today?
No, I think we need to wrap it up because I've had to go to the bathroom for the last hour.
You know, you could have just said, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. And
because I feel like whenever we interrupt, we can never get back into it.
I agree.
I am a professional.
We are professionals here.
I am a holy professional.
Holy. We're back.
We're back, bigger than ever. Sister Kristina and Sister Callie.
We appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for tuning back in. And I guess we'll see you next time. But make sure you give us something to talk about.
Yeah, definitely write us in some comments or DM us or something because
we love
we could talk about anything, but we want to know what you all want to hear.
Yeah, because I know this is gonna sound wild, but we want views and we want followers. Views. So we want to do this for a living.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think I'm at a point in my life that I don't want to work anymore. But
it's still work. It's still
work.
It's at least fun work with the people you love. So I would kind of like to do that more. So
same girl.
All right, guys. Well, until next time,
we love you.
We love you so much. Thanks for stopping
by.
Stay holy. Stay holy or unholy. Bye.
Or unholy. Bye.